So I normally don't do this, narrate a game I have recorded to put up on YouTube, so I'll try something new this time. I had played this game yesterday, the last day of November on the 30th. Very tilting game. Ended up carrying at the very end here, but you'll see what I'm talking about. First off, I was very first pick of the game. Picked Lux, said whatever, blind pick. Don't usually do that, but it was what it was. I was already, losing from earlier today and was not too happy with how my teammates were playing. Right afterwards, pretty much that got filled in, an all AP lineup. And the only saving grace is luckily they didn't pick too much that counters us. Lucian and Pike basically will fall off. The other three won't. And if he gets monstrous, he gets hard to kill, which he'll be, as you see, going forward. So I'm not going to try to spoil too much, but yes, this is a tilter of a game. You can kind of see a lot of this down below. We'll go ahead and start playing this up, and we'll watch as I narrate. I'll focus on my character. Said I'm the Lux here. Typical starting buy. Typical random ping that someone on my team does.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I like to rush ahead and ward this bush, especially when I see someone like an engager like Pike or something. Very common for them to cheese this middle bush. Toss out an E to get some vision and see where they're at. Instead, they cheese the tri-bush.
Let's dance.
And as typical fashion, my ADC, who is an APC this time, decides not to go to that tri-bush and just sits in base for a while and then runs out and sits by me. Not very idea. As we can see here, Brang spots them. He spots them out, and he still stays in the area. Gets collapsed on by four of them. Burns his flash and dies. My ADC tries to join in. I do follow along, get my first strike off, get a little extra gold. Try and save my ADC. Forced to burn my flash as well there. So, flash is burned from everybody on our side just about in that involvement there, and only Pike's Ignite is down. To get back to lane first, get back to the wave first. We've already missed three. They didn't miss hardly anything, so now they're above us. Only with the assist skills. They're on us with summoners and experience and the push now. Sorry if you hear me press my mute button a couple times. I try to mute out the coughing that's going on. My brand is mostly doing a full clear. I'll focus back on myself here. And it's going to be mostly a uneventful laning phase. Mainly because we're just down the entire go. Unfortunately, several times what's going to end up happening is this Pike's just going to go E forward and cue my Acel back. And my Acel will then just die. Just like this. So, unfortunately, not a whole lot I could do there. I landed my Q, and that was about it. QE and popped him a couple times with some autos. At this point, all I can do is hold on, keep the wave thinned out, salvage what I can from it. Move this little toolbar up here. I can't move it. Dang it. Pike's already doing a roam. I think this is probably a little early for that, but our Corki is out of position, and we already had the Teemo die top to Gragas, that brand death in the jungle, and my Acel death you guys just witnessed. I went ahead and backed after I let Acel take over the wave, and I had already hit 3. Pike is staying an inordinate amount of time there. But I think it still pays off. Just some flashes blown. At this point, my Teemo is flaming the crap out of Bran for not coming top and going mid instead, as you can tell by all of his pings. He doesn't know how to handle a Gragas, and we'll start running it down here very soon. Get a good amount of poke off again. My Bran is hanging out here. Don't know why. I think the cheesy guys coming back. And instead, we'll just donate to the other team's gold pot. I tried to step up to draw off attention. Unfortunately, I died for it. Kind of my misplay there. I was really just trying to push this in, get the wave in. My ace will decide that when I'm doing this, if you'll, I'll back up a second before I die, because I want to get this wave in so we can help. My Acel decides to go around. Now I do have the... This is really weird. The my character actually stepped forward here. If I remember this right now, yeah. I actually pressed back. I did not press forward on my key when I was watching it and other people were watching me. That's streaming this on my Discord. I throw the Q. For some reason, I'm getting the aggro over this cannon that's closer. I don't understand that when that happens, but I then press back here because I hear the cannon. My character steps forward. I think it's because of the minion creep block right here. The pathing's trying to make me go around them, and my character finally steps back through. But I already took a couple points of damage, and I don't know where he went to. He's just hanging there. So definitely my misplay there. I thought the Bran sacrificed himself. We might be able to have a quick crash and a lot of poke on the Lucian here. But I did have a weird misplay. The tower tot going after me first, and then the creep block. And my ADC. Naked Dragon here. You can see down on the timeline below. Already uncontested. So already jungle down 2 kills, or 2 deaths, to say. And everybody else, except for Cork and Feeding. CS is not looking particularly good either. Corky is ahead of the Cho'Gath. Where'd you get a free farm? So I'm going to show the stats here while they're waiting. He was roaming mid. Teemo is up ahead on CS at least. See the gold counts. They are above us by almost 2k as a team gold. Just a significant amount early on. So it's not going too well. Teemo's flaming. Bran asking him to come top again. He's not even there. He died the second time to a Diana gank, I believe. Nope, Gragas just killed him straight up. Okay. Yep, he did the exact same thing he did before. This time I was able to save him because I had a shield. This time I like being at level 2. See, I get my Q, auto attack, E, auto attack, so I get my full combo off for maximum damage. Because you got to pop your passive with Lux, so you can detonate those marks that your abilities put on your opponents, so they take extra damage. He stays. I wasn't sure where Pike is at, so I'm trying to suss him out. I know he's around here somewhere. We hear us coming, and I go straight for the Lucian. He dives out of my E. I'm gonna have to burn summoners to get away. I went for the Lucian because he was lower life, and he was the more dangerous threat at that point. Unfortunately, he can't hit every skill shots. And he just anticipated what I was doing. Brand good. He's blown up, no one to help him. Unfortunately, I can't. He does do a lot of damage for dying here. Corky could have, but he would have lost that wave, so I really don't blame him for it. Asol showing up on cleanup, which was very nice. Getting us some gold back there. Still down about 2k gold overall as a team. So now my jungle is 3 deaths. My ADC is 2 deaths. I have a death, and my top has got 2 deaths. He did pick up a kill, so that's good there. Come back in the lane. I saw Pyke roaming, so I'm trying to force Lucian off the wave.
Hell ain't big enough for the both of us.
Once I see that Pyke isn't coming back, I help him push, so we can get the Stardust collected. They're making a play on Brand again top here. Unfortunately, the Brand is going to die one more time. Brand and Teemo are talking smack to each other at this point on team. Quite literally cussing each other out. Teemo rarely can actually come to that, but it is what it is. Teemo's also not using his shrooms defensively. He's just pushing with them. They're about to make a play here on Corky, but it's really hard to gank a Corky. He actually does not play that bad overall in this game. Valkyrie's out with his flash. And Asol's down here pushing on his own. I did die. Let me rewind that so we get to see that. Start from the beginning here. It was me being on my own after the Asol took this weird path up through here. After we saw that they had just killed him up here, there was nothing. We knew where everyone's at. We could see Lucian here. Everyone was here. So his taking this path through the jungle was kind of an odd thing to do. I know he caught the Pyke earlier, but we saw Pyke fighting the killing the Brand here just a moment ago, I believe. No, yeah. So because Brand just respawned. So I do get my ability off. Unfortunately, this is really. He got a good chunk. So I was too close when he dove right in my face of his ult on my face. I probably don't need to turn back here. That's kind of me. Yeah, it's my misplay here. I was really just baiting out for the Asol. If I got my Q off there, it might not have been so bad. But I get Asol to kill. It's not a horrible trade. Hoping the in-game sounds aren't too loud for you guys. The mic, just turn it down just a tad. They're still playing up top here. Teemo's still getting his butt kicked by Gragas for the most part. He has no idea how to play into this Gragas. Just mainly getting manhandled. They're setting up around Dragon. Not much we can do here. I did get a good. Go back to this Pyke play. I get a good vision on him. See him coming for the Asol. And got a nice combo. I'm not quite at the point yet where I can do much more than just that. Fortunately, can't one-shot him yet. That will change. But I do chunk him out pretty good there. I know that they're put up in this bush. I get all that off. There ain't much more I can do. They go for the Asol, using everything they can to get him. Once my CC is off, him staying there, it's just, yeah, not a good thing. I threw it and ran. He decided to engage and didn't realize what was in there, I guess. I guess he didn't see the 3, because I threw both my Q and my E, so it would have given me vision of all of them. But he stayed there. Lucian's getting free tower damage. I had to wrap back around a safer way to get back to this spot. Because unfortunately I don't have any vision on the Baron Pit, so I don't know who's still hanging around in the jungle waiting for me to make a greedy path back. Corki's still signaling enemies are missing. Bran does a good job here and tries to take the enemy jungle while they are taking out Dragon. So he's still trying to make up for some loss. We are actually only down 1.5k gold now. I believe it's just... yeah. So at the scoreboard, he's down 4 deaths. He's now down 2 deaths. 3, 2. We got that extra kill on Pyke, which gave us a shutdown. Teemo did get another kill on Gragas. And farm-wise, Teemo's still doing better. That's about the same. It's the same. So Cho'Gath is caught back up to Corki. We are far behind here in bot lane, although I'm ahead of Pyke by a lot, but that's minimal. Pyke is actually not getting that much gold, considering. But he's still up. Up by 500, up by 700. Up by quite a bit on this Cho'Gath. He's not 4-0. The brand is down, and the only one that's actually surprisingly up is a Teemo, who was getting manhandled by the Gragas, but I guess he got the shutdown that was big enough to change that around. Plus the extra farm on top of the Gragas. We're still just kind of playing passive in the lane, unfortunately. Azel's not that kind of character that's going to be all that aggressive early on. So all I can do is hope to land some occasional poke here and there just to get my first strike damage off so I can get some extra gold. Lucian's hanging out, but I know what he's doing. I snuff it out. I also know that Pyke's rapid around here, kind of hanging back and trying to hold on to my abilities and not use them, because I know he's trying to do the same thing again. Unfortunately, I miss it. But I do get the turn, the revenge kill on the Pyke after he ults me under here, so they do get 2 for 1 there. Unfortunate turn of events. I'm 1-3-1. This is really looking doomer. Now down 3k. They get first tower here in mid on Corki. Corki's got his 3rd death coming up. We do got the flank and the numbers odds, but that's going to disappear really quickly, as you see. Fortunately, down bot, there's not much we can do. I'm going to let the Lucian take the tower, push in a little bit, as we were both dead. I'm trying to rotate a little bit to this play while clearing waves as I'm going up. Their Teemo again is just tagging us all, wondering why we're not there top, like we could be there. He's super toxic this entire game, this Teemo. Azel does get this kill, which is very nice. Unfortunately, I didn't get my shield off on time to get the assist, which kind of sucked. Trying to suss him out in that bush. So I get the pink ward. They make a good play here on the Gragas. He has used his ult. And the Teemo earlier. There's not really much you can do here. I'm trying to stay up here. I saw the Cho'Gath go into the bush. I'm just trying to protect my carry at the moment, who decided to be top with me. They all start rotating. I thought he would stay with us. Lucian's taking mid tower. Teemo with bots. Cho'Gath used his ghost. We used both of our ults and did not kill him. Unfortunately, that's just how it is when you got a thick boy like Cho'Gath there. Bran does get a turnaround kill on this Lucian, who overstayed his welcome here in mid, which was very nice. And then they get another turnaround kill right here on the Diana. Corky Valkyrie's out of that Pykle. Very nicely done there. And we finally got some turnaround. Asol's now got 2 kills, went from 2-4-1 to 4-4-1. I'm still 1-3-1, which kind of sucks. Everybody else has got 4 deaths. Teemo did get this tower, so we've gotten back a little bit out of the gold hole we were in. Like I said, we were down 3,000 gold. We're now back down to 1,500, half of that basically, until Asol dies again. Over staying top to Gragas. I'm trying to give us vision in the mid game here. I saw that Pyke was over here, trying to cut him off. And I do so. Paid in full it is. Since I didn't have vision, I had to throw the E. Wasn't sure if he was still in the bush or not. And when I saw him, landed the Q and the ult, and he just died, as you saw. Gragas just runs from us. He knows I'm here. And then Corky decides to go back mid instead of let me support him here. Asol was fine in the mid. I could support the Corky. I think he leaves here, and I end up having to stay by myself here very shortly. Unfortunately, Dragon's up. I'm ready to give. I'm not thinking that we could get this at the moment. They were set up before us. And I had rotated top to make the play there, so unfortunately I was not going to be able to get Dragon here. It is only 3rd Dragon. It is Air Dragon. So. But Brand does get a great steal. The Teemo, I don't know what he's doing there. Brand gets off his damage and his ult, so it's not... He's completely unuseful. Teemo gets off his, and he gets the revenge kill on the Pyke. Despite us losing both Brand and Teemo, we get the kill and 2 kills back on the Lucian and the Pyke, as well as the Dragon. So it was all in all overall good. We got a push up here. Corky got some extra gold and extra experience, so not so bad. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to last very long because Corky's just going to get his butt kicked right here. Yep, by the Gragas. Can't get away from him. I know the Herald's up. I'm trying to set us up for it. Suss this out. But then I noticed that it's too late. Stolen. Can't do much about it. Toss some parting shots saying goodbye to Diana as we go about our ways. Asol's still mid, pushing up mid. We still have their mid tower up, which is unfortunate for us. Oh, we have our top tower up still. No one else is coming up here, so I'm just kind of holding it against the Gragas, and this is what it's going to be for a little bit. Gragas are really too low to engage on me. At this point, I'm talking to people, hey, someone go top, pick up the waves so I can rotate back to mid. Teemo instead gets caught out again. He still yet gets the Pyke at least. Teemo does, but he still dies and starts flaming us again. Yep. Six, 6, and 1 Teemo. 3, 5, and 4 Brand. 0 and 5 Corky. 4, 5, and 3 Asol. And I've now got my 2nd kill. Did I just miss that? Was that yeah, the kill on Pyke earlier. So it's 2, 3, and 1. I now have 1 item working on the 2nd. I decided to go ahead and rush a Void Staff for my 2nd item. Because they were already buying as most of my team being magic damage, it makes some sense for them to do so. Diana does die to the Brand burn. After the Asol dies to dive mid. I'm not sure what happened here. Yep, Asol did kill the Lucian. Why, I am stuck top, holding off this Gragas. 1 in the back, and he doesn't want to let me back. But I was able to back either way. Otacon's up. I did buy the Void Staff Jewel. We are still down now again, 3k in gold. Due to the deaths, losses, and loss of CS. All the way to keep him from losing, taking the tower. Acel's about to be, I think, played upon here yet again. No. I move back to mid since Teemo finally came top to match the Gragas. Dragon's coming up, so we're trying to get this all set and prepared for. Pike's brand there. He gets a good setup though, but unfortunately they're all in a funnel for my ult and full combo. So I just pop them all for massive amounts of damage right there. Corki tags Otacon, which is unfortunate with his Gatling gun. Teemo's chasing the Pike and the Diana off. Don't have vision, unfortunately. We stuck the ward there. Now we got vision of Diana. I slow her down and kill her before she gets to do anything. So we get the Otacon. We get Diana. I had a good set right there. So I literally pick up 2 kills there and 2 assists. Corki gets a kill. Teemo gets an assist. Acel gets a kill. Not too bad overall. Bring the gold right back to even from that play off of Otacon there. Dragon's coming up again. Well, again, just came up. That's what we were originally posturing around that in Otacon, but ended up just taking Otacon, and now we're with Diana down. We think I don't even bother with Dragon, so I have a feeling Brand go in there, it's fine. Instead, we go ahead and rewind this play. I know Gragas is there. I know. I see him with the E. I don't know what he was doing there. He was donating gold to me, I guess. Brand takes the dragon, as I expected. Unfortunately, Corki steals the blue from me, but whatever. Trying to get some deep vision. Good placements. I was going to get this wave until I saw Acel flying over. You can see I've been picking up quite a bit in waves with 76 CS. I'm half my ADC. I don't mean to, but they leave me alone in the lane. I'm going to grab them. I was at the point where I was getting reduced gold anyways, so I had to leave anyways. The Teemo finally coming up there was nice. Getting this tower real quick. Watching Diana just walk into my combo. Unfortunately, I can't follow up, but Acel can. And now things are starting to turn. We're now ahead of gold. That Cho'Gath is still big with 9 kills, though. But fortunately, we're starting to get late in the game. We're starting to scale up. This combo is falling off, and these two aren't so great. Cho'Gath hitting his ghost made it very easy for him to avoid everything that we have. Unfortunately, he wants to flash just to kill me. And Cho'Gath gets me for that. He used everything he could to get me. And Teemo really can't do much to stop him right here. He does get a nice revenge kill, I think. No, he doesn't, because the Triumph proc and his gray health coming back saves him. Brand does kill the Gragas there, at least. But we have 4 go down to their 2. Giving them the lead on gold yet again. I'm now went from 1-3-1 though to 5-4-4. My Acel 7-7-5. My Corki is still 1-6. My Teemo is still feeding at 7-8. So he's going back and forth. Look at the gold. 9,000. This still about $800 up. Not much. Brand has gotten a massive lead with these last few bounties he's collected. Corki is just so far behind. I mean, that's 4, almost 5k gold deficit. We're even with the Lucian here. Lucian is slightly up. So he's gotten up, and I'm finally ahead of the Pike. Pike at 1,000 gold. Aesol gets caught. Try and do what I can here to save him. Most of it's just deterrent. If I was engaged, I would have died of those three, so. I know they're there, but the Corki wants to drag him back. Luckily, I couldn't follow up on, lost complete vision on that. And my stuff was on cooldown as well, so. Corki goes straight for that Lucian. My brand dies. No, the Teemo dies once more. And we get the Cho'Gath. Huge shutdown for me here. Huge shutdown. Having this Void Staff is helping out immensely. I'm already going for a Shadow Flame next. Dodge the Pike. Get stunned. Trying to run down this Pike, and he does get run down. So I'm now 6-4 and 6. Aesol got his kill back after dying earlier. Corki got a kill and still died. Teemo just died. Brand died earlier, so we're now looking at a gold deficit yet again. They have pushed into our inhib tower in mid and scratched it quite a bit. Whereas they still have their tier 2 towers up and in mostly good health. Oh, this was a little low. Yeah. Fortunately, I don't think this mode shows timers. So I believe that Barons up and Dragons are getting out. We do have a ward on the Baron, even though it's a blue ward. I'm trying to get up, set up for Dragon now. They're in vision. And I see Pike coming, and it is classic. Boom. Lux one shot now. Pike no longer gets to play the game against me. Gragas is top. You see him top. Lucian's already dead, so there's nothing to fear in this fight. They should just let us have this dragon. Teemo just really wants to run down people and do that. I don't know why. 7 and 10. He's just whatever. I'm sitting there starting dragon. Brand was going on blue. I'm like, whatever. Gragas is pushing down. We lose the top tower. He's now hitting our inhib. I'm trying to back early so I can do something to stop that. I feel like Lucian is checked out at this point. He doesn't seem to be putting on his all either. Push off the Gragas with the help of Aesol on the top tower. Lucian's taking our blue. We pinged it. We know they're there. Aesol now just ripped Lucian a new one, as we knew that was going to finally start happening here soon. Not really much, like I said, their bot lane can do late game against us if we can make it here. Being basically 30 minutes in the game means we've made it pretty much the first part of late game. My ult, just the elevation miss. I should have gone for the top of the head instead of the feet. My mistake. I think Pike dies here. Nope, he gets his gray health back. Gragas is down here. Get the stun. Into that. I'm now 8, 4, and 7, guys. From 1, 3, and 1. My Aesol's now 10 and 9. And my Boom, another instant pop on the pike for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is the power of Lux. If you can get ahead a little bit, enough to at least set up traps in the jungle against squishies with vision traps around objectives, you can delete them. We're going to go for Baron. We know that they're pushing in, but people about ready to concede that. We do see the Diana here. I go ahead and back, and I see the Lucian here. Brand is off by his own, trying to mess with these two. And instead, we go after the Lucian, and he dies to the combo. And just in case you guys didn't see this, what I end up doing here, I'm going to back up right here. I don't have the speed of him. I'm not going to catch him, but I'm just going to go ahead and launch my laser. He's running the back line. And it's just the combo, 2 different ults kill him right there with the Leandries that he has on the Asol. Very deadly combo there on the squishy like Lucian. Brand is doing what he can here to run these guys out, wasting tons of their time. Oh, during this, I go ahead and go back to my traps. I was trying to see if I could help give Brand an avenue out, down and around, but then I see this Gragas here. He's tries to flash and ult me. I don't know what he was doing. And steps on a Teemo shroom. And I ult and kill him because it comes back finally. As you might have imagined, the Brand did die. I'm trying to remember what killed him. Oh, Shogoth got him. Which is fine. I'm now 10-4. I'm not going to focus on the others anymore. We're finally now starting to pull ahead. 2k gold. Well, about 2k gold up now. With the tower right there. I'm just trying to play backline, deal with vision, catch people out, clear waves. My Teemo has stopped being as toxic as he was, every so often a little bit. A lot of my stuff is just for zoning. If I can't catch them, just toss and run. That's all you need to do with Lux. I get a deletion on the Diana and hit the Shogoth as well there. Actually, I'm going to hold them with this so you get to see it again. See it right there. She actually jumped back into it, which is kind of funny. Hazel dies to the pike. Brand comes in. Corky and I are doing what we can on this monster of Cho'Gath. Taking forever to go down. Corky finally gets another kill. 3 and 7. He's still down on CS. He's still down on gold. Yeah, by a huge amount. These two are pretty much even. He's a little up, down. They're still fairly even, and I am massively up. Oh, see me miss this. After backing, I come here and I see the Lucian. I come up here. Unfortunately, Lucian's got a lot more mobility than I do. The ease. I thought he would dodge downwards from my Q and into my ult. He just managed to find the sweet spot to ignore it. I might have died there had Brand not showed up. Thank you, Brand. 11 kills after that Diana kill over there. We traded inhibs. And I see him. I know he's got the Zanya, so I just wait on my abilities. Hit Q, toss out E, and I just don't pop it. Just wait. The bubble from the E will outlast the Zanya stasis. So, just watch the bar. There's a little circle at everyone's feet. It's a little progress bar of any kind of CC, even self-stasis like Zanya's, when they come out of it. Diana donated some more gold to me improperly there. Was in the wrong place by herself trying to set up for Dragon. Teemo's doing here. He's being a nuisance. It's doing okay, I guess. He is getting damage in. Not a whole lot, but he is getting some in. Dragon's not quite up yet. We were just kind of positioning around to get set up. We're chasing this Cho'Gath around. This Gragas missed everything. Had the Gragas played that, but this would have been a completely different fight. Still. Boom! The double kill. I have the follow-up there. Lovely. 15 kills. In case you're wondering what I was doing at that point, why I showed up late to that fight, I was at blue, taking blue. Oh no, yeah, that wasn't. I had based after this killing here, and they were still chasing. I started to kind of follow them after taking this for setting up for vision for a Baron coming up. And then so I was like, can I make it here in time to make a difference? Not for those two. The Aesol dies. Like I said, the Teemo dies. And luckily, I just get the double Q to the full combo into the face to destroy them. That was just absolutely chef's kiss. Spectacular, in my opinion. Corki's pushing bot, which is fine. He's got room to do so safely. They got 4 dead. I don't know where that Diana is, so I'm trying to suss out where she might be. Trying to get Brand to take the red here. Getting some more deep wards. So the Scry plants.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Just basically shadowing the Brand here while he's in their jungle taking what he can, and they have people down. Just to keep Diana from doing anything. Now I'm backing after I've gotten deep wards in their jungle, scuttle, and some kills. Restocking back up on wards, coming back out. Get myself on the map after spending. If you look here, I now have pretty much full build. 15 kills at this point. I think I even have I have an elixir, so I'm ready just to rock and roll and win this game. Unfortunately, this Cho'Gath plays a lot more defensively now and smarter. And he has enough wave clear to prevent us from doing a whole lot. I mean, my full combo tickles him. Unfortunately for Diana, my full combo does not tickle her. Not that I need my full combo on her. Doing some pushing. Teemo is, I guess, doing some pushing as well and taking a lot of damage for it. They managed to kill the Gragas pushing top. Brand did almost die to that. If Aesol hadn't been there, he would have died. I'm with Teemo here, seeing if what we can do to do something to this Cho'Gath. It's not happening. I'm like, just get us out of here. Do my best to save. Unfortunately, he gets flashed and eaten. Nothing I can do to stop that. But he will, at this point, flame me again. As well as the rest of the team for that. Just trying to slow him down as I back in to get to my team to safety into the wave. And Alien Soul knows he can just run down this Lucian. There's not really anything Lucian can do. It does still take 3 of us basically to take down this. I'm not sure where his health bar died right there. I think it's just the execution on his flame breath that got him. It's basically what's killing the Cho'Gath in here. With 2 of them down, very easy Baron. Corki's been basically AFK. He did make a couple of kills here. I'm zoning him off with my E.
Red team's inhibitor has respawned.
If I caught the Gragas there, he'd be dead. But it is what it is. Trying to save them. Unfortunately, Brand's running the wrong way. I'm making myself back into this. He's going to get hooked here in a second. She does make a good play there to avoid my abilities. Brand coming back to re-engage. I don't know where they're at. I had lost vision of them, so I thought they might still be running. But it doesn't matter. Brand gets to clean up with a triple kill right there. What did they get a kill on just then? What was earlier to the Diana? Okay. I'm at 16 kills. Teemo still out of position. They see him. I don't know what he's doing. He got 13 deaths. He's trolling. Brand is now picked up with like me. Acel, you know, he's somewhat trading. He is above the Lucian. Like I said, the Lucian I think is just checked out. And the Pike can't play into us. Lucian died again. Tony the Corky. I feel like he's not doing much. But at the same token, they killed the Teemo. So it's Lucian for Teemo, but unfortunately, got 4 up and enough way to clear. We can't finish up the game quite yet. I'm going for the Elder here. I'll do my best to slow him down and just be generally annoying to keep him from coming to Elder. And Blast Gun on the way. It'll just basically be annoying, what you're supposed to do as support. Pike decides to donate to me yet again. He definitely paid in full for the lane phase. Now it's just a matter of sieging, finishing out. See down below. Try to get one more kill. On to Lucian. He dodges at the last second. Wasn't able to get my cube, but he was slowed down by my E. Lucian dies to the Corky. I killed the Cho'Gath one last time, and the Diana just dies, and we win the game. That was a very fun game. Not really. We do end up the game 13,000 ahead of them. Started that game off ridiculously bad. Everyone on my team was feeding, as you can see. I managed just to keep my cool. I didn't die any more times. Cleared waves. Made it to objectives and picked people off. Been persistent the entire time and was just focusing on what I need to do to win the game. Was able to carry this game despite my team playing very poorly. Despite the entire time them bickering, fighting, arguing with each other. Hey, Aoki, I watch yours. If you watch mine, that's cool too. Thanks.